Child, you young one, tell Hark here what you told us. That I have never used a joystick before in my life? I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone. Touchscreens and stuff, that's all. I've never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends here are here today, so I was figuring I might try one out.
Oh.
Never, not even once played on a joystick? Can you believe it? Yes, he's totally a video game virgin, and I know that Queen Bee has an eye on de-virginizing this poor child. Yes, we've all been there. No point in faulting them for it now. Daw, that was just so cute. To be young and innocent again. And don't worry at all. Funplex 2 Electric Boogaloo is the right place to learn. We are a friendly, inviting sort of arcade. No mad skills required. Here, it's all about having fun. Oh yes, and you know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Yeah, but then Fist of Discomfort is really competitive. I don't know if I want to have a newbie start in competitive games. Want to go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. Seeing Queen Bee's con, Ashley quickly tries to offer something else. Or you could join me for a round or two of TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is a superior game. Nothing like a friendly cooperative brawler game to ease you into things. For a newbie, cooperative is the way it's at.
No way.
Best way to learn is just jump headfirst into deep end, and I say, no regrets, just mashing buttons and moving that joystick. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from right at your fingertips. Yeah, but what if he doesn't like the game? But turtles! Turtles who are ninjas! Looks like I need to jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. They look like a deer trapped in headlights, stuck in the crossfire. Why not play something simple? Try Fast Cars Spy. Want some hot arcade action? Hot arcade action. Queen Bee's right. You want some friendly fun? Ashley's right. Let's start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick, endless fun. Ashley, want to show our new friend the majesty of mutants named after famous painters? Aw, yeah. I am such a huge fan. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. That was my jam. That was like my favorite thing ever. That was my obsession when I was a little kid. Little 8-year-old me. Oh, do I? Let's go beat up some conveniently bloodless robot ninjas. Conveniently bloodless robot ninjas and get shell-shocked. Okay, sure, lead the way. He's in good hands. The newbie seems happy with his decision, even if it's just because they get to play with Ashley, who's a bit less intimidating. Aw, I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit. Yeah, I know. And in a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK, and I'm eager to pass some lessons on. Okay, I'm going back to beating out the fodder. You have fun out there, okay? You've earned this day through your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully more blood than sweat and tears, but you get the idea. Time for me to move on. Before I can continue my wanderings, Gavin pops up directly in my path. Stop whatever you're doing and look towards the doors without making it look like you're looking for anyone in specific. What? Okay, what am I pretending not to be looking for? Mrs. G.N. DeFame. I have no idea who that is. The top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break an arcade easily. I didn't think she'd be coming today, as normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she's made an exception. If we don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and show her all the positives of Funplex 2 Electric Boogaloo. Okay, I'm on it. Best foot forward. She's the redhead near the entrance with the handbag. Best of luck. Gingers? I'm always cool with getting to know gingers. I easily spot her, thanks to Kevin's cues. Considering this morning lacked the usual chaos I experienced on my first day at the Funplex, I'd say we're off to a great start, and I'm sure this reviewer will appreciate that. Wearing my most professional smile, I stroll over to the entrance. Oh snap, it's that woman. It's this woman. You! I remember you. Oh no. Oh no. My dear, wonderful Josh had a miserable time in your arcade at that birthday party. You and your lanky friend implied my Josh wasn't smart enough to know how coin slots work. Well, this arcade was fun. This arcade was fun while it lasted. Might as well burn it all down to ashes and build a new arcade on those ashes 100 years from now, after this blows over. Before I can try to defend myself, she holds up a hand to stop me. Now, while I seriously question the wisdom of allowing you to run an arcade, and would love nothing more than to give you 0 stars and walk away immediately, I am unfortunately committed by ethical standards. Unfortunately committed to ethical standards, lady? You are a piece of work. To stay and properly review your establishment in a relatively unbiased fashion. Lady, you need an attitude adjustment fast. So as unpleasant as this may be for both of us, I suggest we remain professional, even if you've dug yourself a rather deep hole to climb out of, in my view. Understood? Even if I want to go on a tirade or chew her out, I've got to think of the arcade. This isn't for some rando angry parent, not this time. It feels like chewing around glass. It feels like chewing ground glass, but I need to swallow my pride on this. Understood? Excellent. What I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I need to observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party so that I can judge your facility and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention, pointedly. My readers likewise will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty of any difficulties I observe. Lady, you would not be able to keep this job for very long in real life. Like, with an attitude like that, there is no way a company with any prestige would keep you. No, definitely not. So, until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Sure. Fine. As you are then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Not only does she hate us right off the bat, but I can't even leap to the defense of what we've built here without antagonizing her further. I may need to talk with Gavin about how to save Funplex 2 Electric Boogaloo from an inevitable negative review. Nothing else I can do now but pray to the arcade gods that everything from here on out goes perfectly. Once again, I wander the floor, but this time, while it's all smiles and pleasantries on the outside, I'm left all alone, battling my thoughts. Now more than ever, I need to present the perfect arcade. If we're a bug under a magnifying glass thanks to this new wrinkle, well, I aim to be an absolutely majestic bug, a bug of bugs, a bug which knows no equal. We'll send this Mrs. Defame packing with nothing but positive things to say. Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. Who's to say this afternoon will be a disaster? Yeah, don't say things like that. Don't say things like that, Hark. And then the afternoon was a disaster. I knew I had spoken too soon the second I saw Gavin approaching me with a tinge of worry furrowing his brow. Oh, when Gavin seems worried, I'm worried. It shouldn't be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machines this fast. And yet, we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill them up, and yet there were only a few bags in there. A missed delivery, perhaps? And that was the least of our problems. Hark, we've got an electrical problem. 3 of the retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supplies, outright rebuilt a few of them. It's totally those spies. Those Deco spies. I know what game Deco is playing. He sent them here to sabotage us. Unless someone's seriously scuffing their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're talking a failure somewhere in our electrical wiring. Calamity after catastrophe. They just keep piling up.
What?
All of the toilets stop working. All of them. We need to call a plumber fast and not the one that jumps on turtles. There goes any hope of a perfect opening. What are we gonna do? This doesn't make any sense. I'm freaking out. I'll admit that. I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close down for the day, iron out the wrinkles, try again tomorrow. We are hastily losing our grip on things, and if I don't say anything, we may as well call it quits. I must refocus our energy. Command the troops. Relive tension. Ask for help. I'm gonna ask for help. Ask for help. Well, okay, we can, look, I know you're all looking to me to be the leader here, but I'm not really the expert when it comes to any of this. I need your help. And you, I trust you. Each of you knows how to deal with the problems like this. If you really dig deep and think about it, what do you think we should do? The group exchanges nervous glances, then thankfully stops to breathe and think. I will become the plumber we need. I mean, not exactly, but I'll grab a plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs, maybe? I'll check next door with them before I go do battle with our demonically possessed toilets. And while I'd say this vending machine issue is human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls with our distributors and see where the chain broke down. Also see about ordering some quick replacement stock. Mine's a bit more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of those today. Meanwhile, I'll put a feeler out up to the indie arcade community online. See if we can get an electrician with arcade experience out here quickly. I've been meaning to get back into the online groups, and even if it means popping my head up in a crowd, I'll do it. Okay, good solutions, people, good solutions. I won't be able to work the floor while I'm taming our restrooms, Hark. Are you good with covering for me? Things seem to be getting more intense as the day picks up. You three focus on your tasks at hand. I may be the boss, but I was a floor attendant originally. I can handle whatever Funplex 2 Electric Boogaloo throws at me. Got it? Gotcha. But I'm changing out of this first. I don't want to get poo water all over our new mascot. Toodles! Go team! I'm on it. You can count on me. Go Bayside! Crisis averted for now. With all three busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem that may emerge for the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with these situations. I need to work fast to hit every problem before it's too late. Can't leave any stones unturned this time. No risk of letting something spiral out of control. But I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. Feeling freshly invigorated, I start my floor trek. There are problems all around me, but what should I tackle first? Cursing and banging as someone beats up a machine, a crowd gathering around the new posters Juniper designed, the video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies? Cursing and banging as someone beats up a machine. Percy! As I hear the clang and bang of someone assaulting a cabinet, I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention. I motion for him to join me, and he does. Thank goodness, I tried to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plunger like it was some sword. There's so much going on right now. What's happening? Some hooligan's working his way down the retro games, yelling at them and smacking around the joysticks like they're speed bags. I swear he was going to knock over our joust. That's how hard he was shoving that cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene. I'll take care of it, Percy, thanks. Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one. He places a hand on my shoulder in solidarity before leaving. Thanks, love. This happens more often than you'd think. Someone getting so mad at a game that they start smacking the cabinet around. Unlike pinball, which will go into tilt mode to punish you, the only justice to be found here is my justice. I am the arcade law. Yo, you effing piece of F game. I totally jumped over that effing barrel, effing monkey, and his effing barrels. Even if, well, I'm a little less than eager to bring the law down on this guy. I'm in awe in the size of this lad. He probably eats 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench presses pickup trucks for fun. But I know my duty. I know what I must do. Okay, break it, you bought it. Okay, that's enough. You out now. Sir, I need to ask you to stop that immediately. No, I'm gonna be aggressive with this guy. That's the only language he seems to understand. Okay, that's enough. You out now. Right, you're done. Get out of my arcade. We're finished here. Excuse me? Did I hear that right? Oh, good. Just what I needed from now, from the corner of my eye. I spot Mrs. Defame watching. I'm not gonna change what I would do even if she wasn't there. Even if she wasn't there, this is how I'd have handled situations, so just because she's there, she's not gonna faze me. If she wants to write me a scathing review, that's fine. I bet you so many other people on Yelp would disagree with that fast. We've got marketing. We'll be fine. Oh good, just what I needed right now. From the corner of my eye, I spot Mrs. Defame watching. I'd better stand firm. You heard me. I'm the manager here and I reserve right to refuse service to anyone. So bounce your A out the door before I have it bounced out by the cops. You little... But oddly, his attention is diverted to something or someone behind me. It's only for a couple of seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that. Fine. He storms off, deciding he'd rather have the last word than argue it further. I turn to see who or what exactly changed his mind with a sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever or whatever it was is gone now. It's probably Deco. And Mrs. Defame returns to the crowd, without a comment, hopefully quietly approving of my law-bringing. That was odd, but I guess a win is a win. Now then, what problem to address next? The video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies? The retro television-based video wall was an idea I came up with during renovations. Naomi runs the whole thing off a cheap mini-monitor too. Practical and inexpensive, and it gives it just the perfect amount of flair. And I've been pretty proud of it, up until this moment. For some reason, it's showing a nature documentary about cute and fluffy bunnies instead of retro music videos and arcade high scores. Not that bunnies are a bad thing necessarily, there's so many worse things that could be playing, but it's still not playing what I want it to play. Something's amiss. And as I'm hunting around for the remote control we keep at the prize desk, Teo approaches. Bunnies, huh? Yep, bunnies. Interesting choice, Hark. Not my choice, Teo. I'll have it fixed in a moment. Okay, cool. I was wondering if we'd suddenly experience a paradigm shift in arcade theming or something. The bunnies are really cute, though. Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to Channel 3, which should take the video feed from Naomi's system. And it flicks back to bunnies on Channel 5 a few seconds later. Persistent, aren't they? Almost like the rabbits themselves. So I click back to Channel 3. And nope, once again it reverts back to 5. Okay, clearly we're dealing with a master hacker, one who can modify Naomi's system despite having no physical access to it. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet. Yeah. Or it's a prankster with a universal TV remote. I've got one of those myself. Helps me turn off overly loud TVs and bars, which drown out the beats of whatever game I'm playing. Wow. Not that I would ever do that, mind you, just in case. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch this lacks the latter. How about I go subtly check the crowd to see if anybody's got a clear line of sight and is pointing a gadget at the video wall each time you change it. I'm strapped for help, so I'm not going to deny Teo's offer. Sure, go for it. The war for remote control continues for another minute. Back and forth from music videos to documentaries about rabbits. And now it's showing them mating! Which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or it'll be yet another black mark against us with a certain arcade critic. It's only been a few minutes, but it feels like an eternity of copulating logomorphs before Teo returns. Found him, orange jacket, standing near the pinball section. Thanks, Teo. No worries, anything for you, Hark. Thanks, Teo. I roll up my sleeves to my hoodie, ready to put an end to this. It's him. Wait a minute, isn't that the arcade newbie from earlier? They didn't seem like a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? It's probably getting paid. Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see the tiny plastic gadget in their hand, briefly before they pocket it. Perhaps noticing my approach, the teenager rolls stealth and gets a natural 1, resulting in an awkward and obvious attempt at looking like an unimportant part of the crowd. Hey! Didn't do anything! Hi, good to see you again. What's up, how are things? Given this living bundle of nervousness, I'm not sure I feel like coming down like a ton of bricks on the poor kid. But rules are rules, right? Excuse me, would you kindly stop doing that? Got a thing for bunnies, huh? Cute. I'm afraid I need to ask you to leave. Excuse me, would you kindly stop doing that? No, he wouldn't. Got a thing for bunnies, huh? Cute. What's up, Doc? Huh? What? Okay, friend, bunnies are cute and everything, but stop messing with my video wall. I don't want to have to kick you out of here. Got it? Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I was, but... Never mind. Okay, I'll stop. Thank you. Bye. And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was... weird. What's going on here? I decide to look around a bit more, hoping for some clues. What troubles should I investigate next? A crowd gathering around the new posters Juniper designed. A small crowd is gathered near the back of the arcade for some reason. It's especially odd because there's no games here, just some great wall art and posters that Juniper came up with. It's also especially odd that the crowd is ignoring Queen Bee over said posters. Charming, real effing charming. Hey kid, you seen this yet? Seen what? Juniper's marketing must be on point to get that amount of attention. If only it was that, kid. Here, let me show you. Queen Bee pushes past the crowd, glaring at them as she goes, Grow up, don't you have better things to do? Sheesh, some people. And I see why the locals were swarming and snickering. Juniper made a bunch of posters and decorations based on Ashley's pixel heart design for the arcade, all part of our branding and marketing experiment. Except when you draw a big old ding-dong in permanent magic marker and use that heart as the base, well, it gets rather naughty. A fact which is not lost on Mrs. DeFame, who turns up her nose at the improvised wall art. Great. Just great. So yeah, someone's gone and defiled a bunch of our posters. Fortunately for you, I got a good look at them, just as they were walking away from this one. Big guy wearing a pair of blue shutter shades. I'm more into virtual fisting than real-world fisting, but I've got your back if you need to roll up on this guy. He looks like bad news. Thanks, but I can't have you acting as official arcade security. We don't have official security jackets for the starters. Plus, I'm the manager. It's my duty to take this on. Yeah, good luck with that. My advice? Call the cops if you have to. This whole situation smells funny to me. Hey you! No photos! Queen Bee yanks down the poster adorned with pornographic graffiti before it can go viral. Good idea. She leaves the confrontation to me, while she does her part to clean things up. It doesn't take long to track the guy down. For starters, there's his rather unique fashion sense. Also, I spy him in the middle of another graffiti stint. Caught red-handed. Kinda hard to give him the benefit of the doubt or even a second chance. He clearly broke the rules of the arcade. Although he looks sort of like the sort who could break me if I break the news to him badly. I should choose my words wisely, ones that involve me staying in one piece. Don't do that, please. It's against the rules. Keep that up and I call the police. Sir, I'm afraid I need to ask you to leave. Do that, please. Don't do that, please. It's against the rules. Keep that up and I call the police. Let's be honest with each other, shall we? I'm the manager here, and I know what you've been up to. Immediately straightens up, pocketing the item he was committing arcade crimes with, all nonchalant-like. What? I wasn't doing nothing. Yes, you were. I know, in fact, exactly what you were doing. And if you continue doing it, I'm calling the police. This is a second chance, a rare one, and I suggest you take it. There will not be a third. Understand? At first he growls a little, ready to protest his innocence, before holding himself back. Lucky I'm under orders, nerdo. Fine, whatever you want. Under orders from Deco. As he walks off into the crowd without another word, I'm left in a state of utter confusion as our exchange, but I'll take it hesitantly. If I can bring these kids in and sue the mother trucker, Deco, man, he is going down. Iris? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him through the security video feeds. Don't worry, I'll let you know if he resorts to his nefarious ways. All handled and without causing an incident, although I'm vague on what he meant by orders exactly. It's pretty obvious. With that in the bag, I quickly looked around to see if there were any other nearby problems I can address. Before I can continue my quest to purge my arcade of evildoers, I'm interrupted by an onslaught of my hard-working staff. I knew it. Hark about our missing inventory. When I get my hands on whoever did this, I found the electrical problem, Hark. Sabotage, and treason. An enemy agent walks among us. Okay, so we have some insight on what's causing all these messes, but it's a chaotic jumble right now. One at a time, please? Our suspiciously slow snack inventory was indeed not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to a garbage dump due to computer error, or as I suspect, malfeasance. And malfeasance explains our electrical problems too. Remember my joke about someone scuffing their feet and shocking the coin boxes? Nope, that's actually what happened. An external shock, not a grid failure. Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod and was using it to crash games. Must be the same person who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towels and firecrackers down the toilets. It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge up one super gross chunk of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. This is all sounding way too suspicious to be random acts of hooliganism, and it also ties into what I've been handling on the floor. I've had to deal with pranksters all afternoon too. Even had to kick a few of them out the door. I've been so busy playing firefighter, running from blaze to blaze with a leaky bucket, that I haven't been able to put the pieces together. I've already put the pieces together long before you, but now it's clear, and I know what I must do. If you'll pardon me, it's time for Mr. Angel to kick some A. Good work, everyone. Wrap up your tasks, I'll handle the pranksters. I think I've got an idea who's behind all this. Let's see. I think I've got an idea who's behind all of this. Okay, I think I've got an idea who's behind this, or at least someone who knows what's going on. I'll go deal with them while you finish cleaning up the mess. Are you sure? Maybe you should have some backup. Yeah. I don't know how to fix power supplies, hire plumbers, or order new snacks. I need you to help me with those things. You can count on us, Hark. Very well, but keep us informed. We're all in this together. I really love how much they respect me. Like, they really do treat me like the boss. And I'm treating them like respectful employees. This is exactly what a well-oiled machine should be like. And with a nod of solidarity, all of us split up, each on our own mission to thwart the ne'er-do-wells. Everything's gone wrong all over the place, ruining my perfect opening day plans. And someone has to pay for this. My friends are counting on me to lead, to be the responsible one. I can't foist this off onto Gavin like I might have done at the Funplex. Finding my quarry isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to put a lid on the mayhem. Her eyes study me as I approach, grinning ear to ear.
Hiya. Hi.
Hi.
Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I can't say I understand the why, but at least I know the who. The matching fashion style was a pretty big clue.
Get some formal introductions in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural-born leader. Hacker extraordinaire. And leader of the Ghost Monsters. The hottest gang on these streets.
Yeah, they do have the same, print. That's pretty cool.
Pleased to meet ya.
She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never ceasing.
Yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. And okay, you booted some of us out. Not all, just some. That's cool, I mean, it's your house and your rules. You're the sheriff here and you lay down the law. And I respect that.
Yeah, but do you respect yourself? If this is what you're doing, if this is how you're wasting your time, your day-to-day? I don't think you respect yourself, Sue.
Let me make it up to you, okay?
Sue steps back and taps a button on her smartwatch. And from the crowd of gamers, her whole gang assembles. Even the ones I told to get lost. Gang, this is... what's your name again? Mr. Angel. Gang, this is Hark. Hark, this is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Oh, this is amazing! For those of you who don't know, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde are the names of the ghosts. The ghosts in Pac-Man. So the blue ghost is Inky, the red ghost is Blinky, the pink ghost is Pinky, and the orange ghost is Clyde. Looks like it's time for me to do some ghost busting. Who are you gonna call? Now then. She turns to face her ghost monsters. You're all very, very naughty, and I'd say he's owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumbles a semi-coherent, semi-sincere apology. Yeah, whatever, sorry. Real sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Angel. Really sorry. When they finish, Sue faces me once again.
There. Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven, correct? Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure.
So why are you sabotaging us if you love us so
I
much?
can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again. I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on. Now, okay, we may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right? I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal.
Yeah. Out. You're blacklisted.
So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
I pause, taking in everything Sue rambled on about. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, smash up and short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, come back here after I explicitly told you to get lost, draw dongs on all of our posters, and you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? Girl, come on now.